Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've not been here before. This is a channel dedicated to artwork used in Pokemon cards, primarily. Today's video is going to be looking at the third set of the Sun and Moon block, Burning Shadows from 2017. The reason I chose this set, although it could have been any of the sets really from this period, I wanted to look at a set, having not looked at it for a little while, and give a comparison as to where we are at the moment in 2024, which currently we are going through what feels like the golden age of Pokemon illustration, with an incredibly diverse and talented group of artists working in the card game. And I just wanted to see where we were back 7 years ago and how I felt about a set like this. And I've had a little look through this set, and I've picked out some examples of cards or card art that I particularly like. But the overall feel for this set was that the art felt a little bit claustrophobic, that almost as if the art boxes weren't as big. They were. I don't think there's been a change in that since the Legend era. But quite often the artists are struggling here to do more than just simply depict the character in the box, and there's not a lot of room left for a sense of background or atmosphere. I mean, this is a very good example of that. I just feel Raichu totally cluttering up the box, even though we have got a Krogunk in the background. But everything feels very tight, and I think part of that is the yellow borders. I think, well, I'm going to show you examples of artwork that I particularly thought notable from this set, and I'm going to use the Japanese examples which have white borders. A lot of the cards are utterly forgettable, which is a cruel thing to say, because I know that each artist puts a lot of care and attention into what they're creating. But there aren't many things here that would last very long in my memory or stand out. I'm not going to pick out any examples to be cruel to anyone, but there are some beautiful cards. There are some Mitsuhiro Rita cards, so we'll look at those. But overall, it felt like a very large set, but a very heavy, dense set when it comes to the art. And very few cards that, you know, really appealed to me. There are a couple, and we'll show those off. I mean, we didn't have illustration rares or art rares back then, and I think that's been a hugely good improvement to the game. GXs were very boring, these full art GXs, and even the full arts were, I mean, I actually quite like a couple of these two particularly, because I react very well to certain colours, and the red background on this Salazzle and the Mars Shadow, this caramel colour, I do like particularly. But the artwork, excuse me, these are not particularly memorable cards or important cards. Of the full art trainers, I think the Acerola is a very strong card, the Guzma is a very strong card, and the Wick is a very good card. I'm not as fond of these three, but they're all tolerably good. Although, I mean, I don't know whether it's the art of Sophocles or Sophocles himself that I just don't like. Probably both. Sorry. Oh, this actually works nicely. I'm getting diverted from what I wanted to say, but yes, I like the background colour of that, and actually the design and drawing of that is very nice, even though it's 5-man. I think the full art Gardevoir is quite nice. But that's not what we're here for today, primarily. Yeah, I'm going to pull through this little stack of cards I pulled out. Now, these are Japanese prints of not all of, but some of my favourite arts from this set. And I think they are less oppressive with the white borders in Japanese, and also Japanese text is less oppressive than English text. So I think this is a nice card, and this is by Naoki Saito. But is it a memorable card I'll always remember? No, it's not really, but it is very well drawn, and that's Araquanid. This Kawaii Charmeleon. Yeah, that was one of the cards that really stood out when the set first came out. Very nice piece of kawaii art. Potan in the background. A lot of work gone into that. The light is excellent. It's Kawaii with his lovely loose style. Very, very strong card. This is Anisaki Dynamic doing Heatmore, and complex piece of painting. Like many Heatmore cards, it's all about an inferno, but very well done. The use of the way that the fire creates the light and illuminates Heatmore. Very strong card. This Koiki Saito was a holo in Japanese promo. I mean, there may be other versions, but I've got this holo promo version to show you, which lightens the card up and makes it more dynamic. Works very, very nicely. Very good art. Koiki Saito, great artist. So that's a memorable card from the set. Probably my favourite card in the set, Mitsuhiro Arita's Alolan Ninetales. Yes, when this was first revealed before the set came out, it was a must-have card for me. Obviously, well, all Arita cards are must-have cards, but this is one that I was very excited about. It's lovely. It's mirror foil in Japanese. I don't think... No, there is no... They're both... The two Japanese releases were both mirror foils of that, as far as I know. Then we've got another kawaii here, very dramatic Electivire. Really well painted, perfect for Kawaii's style. Beautiful card. This was a Nagamiso doing Wobbuffet. I put this in not because it's a card I particularly like or because it's particularly memorable, but I think it's a well constructed card. You know, you've got the Dutch tilt on it, the light's good, there's a lot of detail in the background, it's tidy, it's clean, it's a nice Wobbuffet card. We've got another Kawaii here, and we've got, why do I want to say Toxicroak? Is it Toxicroak? Yes, it's Toxicroak. Nice. And Gardevoir. Very, very nice card. A lot of drama. And if you look at the way that it's put together with the colour patterns, beautiful. A lot of detail in that. Great artist. This one was quite... This is Anisaki Dynamic again. Yeah, it's tight and clean and good background. Meowstic is not a Pokemon I like, but it's a very nicely done card. A lot of work put into that. Don't like the clouds particularly in it, but yeah, nicely done card. Right, we've got Fukuda here. I thought this was a nicely done card with the light, the sunset coming through the mouth of Sandygast. Yeah, it's a clever little card, but is it memorable? Probably not. It's a nice card though. The Palisand as well. This is another Kawaii. Very difficult Pokemon to do anything exciting with, but I think Kawaii's done about as good a job as anybody possibly could. I think that's actually a very nice little card. Very Kawaii. Yep, like that one a lot. The Rhyperior by Arita. Strong card, very dynamic, great angle. I really don't know what's going on because it's almost like I don't know the truth about Rhyperior. What is this? These holes in his hand, as if they're like a vacuum cleaner? I really do not know what's going on in that card. I obviously need to look into the lore of Rhyperior and understand what is going on. Does Rhyperior have holes in their hand that they can hoover up the... I don't know. Weird. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that little face. Look at that little face. Is that the cutest face? No, it's not really. Yeah. Crabominable. Awful Pokemon. Terrible design. Really good painting, though. Really good painting. That is great Arita artwork. Oh yeah, this is Tokia. Yeah. It's okay. I compositionally very strong, with scudding clouds in the background. Very, very strong card. Yeah. Right, what have we got here? We've got this is a very odd bit of Koiki Saito. It really doesn't look like Koiki Saito. It looks more like Kawaii. A lot of movement, a lot of I don't know what you'd call that in art. The effect of movement, blurring, I guess. We've got a nice little Lucario here and Persimmon having a little fight. But this actually is typical of what I was saying of the figures feeling cluttered within the frame. It's cramped in there. To get that much action in there, in this little tiny box, Koiki has had to really push what he's doing to get the whole scene playing out in such a small box. Another bit of Koiki Saito, very nice Alolan Raticate. Lot of atmosphere there. Places it well in the sort of Alola region. You get that very much feels like Alola, and it's not just because it's got a palm tree. And same could be said of this as well, the Alolan Grimer. Yeah, very good card. Now this one's a nice one. This one's by Hasuno. Very loose style. Very. The colours are pulled a little bit in it. Sneasel looks a little demented, but very good card. Very good artwork. Yeah, like that a lot. But as I say, it looks demented. Which it probably is. This is Yumi. I thought it was quite cute. It's quite memorable little card. Ralts is a nice little Pokemon, and yeah. This one also, I mean, similarly, this is Anisaki Dynamic again. Curly is a cute little Pokemon. And this is very Alola, obviously, with the hibiscus or whatever this is. Yeah, strong card. I like this one a lot. This is a sort of card, this is Hitoshi Ariga. It's a sort of card you can just overlook as, oh, it's just another card, your eyes pass over it. But if you actually look at it, it is beautifully painted. The line work is superb. The lighting is superb. Everything about that card is A+. It's not a very memorable, exciting Pokemon, but it's a nicely done card. We've got another Tokia here of Bouffalon, which is very rarely given a card. I don't feel it's that successful for a Tokia card. It's still nice artwork, but Tokia has done a lot of very good cards. This is not one that I'd put in the top end of the cards that I rate, but it is still very nice. I think we just lose a little bit of character in the darkness of it all. Still very nicely done. Beautiful. Now this is a top Sekio card. Yeah, this is why I like Sekio so much. This is obviously Stuffle, and perfect card. Really cute, very gentle, and the line work is just delicate and beautiful here. So everything you want in a card. And the last one I'm just going to look at is one of Arita's Bewares. There's obviously the promo one elsewhere. I think on the next page. No. Yeah, we got the promo version as well. I'll pull it out. I haven't got the Japanese one out of my file, so we'll have to do the English one. Prefer this one, actually. I think it's just hello. I think that's just lovely, and it's. I think Arita captures the sense of Hawaii. Alola, the bright blue sky and the cleanness and the air quality of it. It's just beautiful. What a great little card. So, yeah. Overall, the project was to look at. Did we have good art back then? Yes, we did. You had to look harder for it. It wasn't so much in your face as it is nowadays. But there were good cards back in the Sun and Moon block. I think the design around the cards was perhaps a little bit oppressive, and I'm glad we've got rid of these deep yellow borders. I like the the Legends series faded borders, the Heart Gold Soul Silver era stuff. That sort of parchment feel. Those weren't as aggressively oppressive as this solid eggy yellow border that we had around cards. But still, rainbow rares, we don't need them anymore. Even gold cards. Actually, gold item cards. There's something quite nostalgic about these. So yeah, that is my look at... I get this wrong all the time. Burning Shadows. I get it confused with Crimson Invasion. Yes, it's Burning Shadows. Well, it says on the card there. And that is my video for today.